The tray isn't the challenge, standing out is. Welcome back, people. We've got a lot to cover today, so let's get straight to it. 3 best-selling Etsy trays, 3 different ways to make them, and how to build them for next to zero cost, assuming your electricity is powered by hopes and dreams. As you probably already realized, we're working with pallet wood today. It's where I started woodworking, and I appreciate everything it taught me. I'd still rather wrestle a pissed off hedgehog than build every project out of the bloody stuff. Some people love pallets, we all have our flaws. Yep, I got sick of pulling nails, so I stopped. I just cut every nail section off and kept the clean bits. Life's too short to argue with rusty metal from 1997. Before this turns into an actual panel instead of a loose collection of regrets, every board gets cut to the same width with at least one straight edge. I'm asking for an absolute bare minimum right here. Time for the glue up, and because this is pallet wood, it needs a visit to the thicknesser before anyone starts pretending it's furniture. As for the machine itself, I'm keeping it off camera. I can't keep feeding the tool fetishists for free. I'll even show you the panels drying, so new viewers might be fooled into thinking this channel is run by a competent adult. If you can read, you're probably wondering what the printer version is. It's simple, I'm printing a template to follow. If you're still confused after that, I'd recommend a channel aimed at a slightly younger audience. There is absolutely nothing to explain at this point, so let me shamelessly ask you for a favor. As you probably noticed, this channel isn't exactly massive, but the goal certainly is. I'd love to get to the point where YouTube sponsorships and all that internet wizardry can support me and my family. The best part is you can genuinely help without spending a penny. Just watch the video all the way to the end screen. That's one of the biggest favors you can do for a small creator. And if you enjoy what you see, feel free to subscribe. I'll keep doing my best to make every video worth your time. Finally, my favorite tool makes an appearance, the bandsaw. Relax, it's not one of those offensively expensive ones everyone loves getting upset about. It costs roughly the price of a decent lunch, and it's been faithfully cutting wood since the channel had about 12 subscribers. Outstanding investment. Back to the project. To cut the fence on the bandsaw, I need to use the bandsaw box technique. Cut it open, do the work, glue it back together, and act like it was always supposed to be that way. Time for the tray's bottom piece. Mark it out and back to the bandsaw. You don't need a surgical precision here. Just stay outside the line. Trust me, you'll spend a lot less time inventing new swear words later. Now that both pieces are ready, it's finally time for the glue up. Clamp everything together, wipe off the squeeze out, and then comes woodworking favorite activity, waiting around doing absolutely f*** all. Try not to poke it every 10 minutes to see if it's dry. It doesn't speed up the process, it just gives you glue on your fingers and another reason to question your life's choices. Luckily, you're watching YouTube, where several hours pass in about 3 seconds. If only mortgages worked the same way. The belt sander is out for some shaping. I'm doing it this way on purpose because most people actually own one. Consider this my contribution to the world peace. I can't complain, that came out better than I expected. Right then, on to version number 2. This one's called the Rustic version because it really doesn't ask much from you. A few basic tools, very little skill, and you're pretty much there. I had it built in under 30 minutes. The glue drying doesn't count. Neither does me standing there like an idiot checking whether it had dried every 10 minutes. I'm not giving you any dimensions because the size is entirely up to you. But let me tell you something between us. If this thing defeats you twice, it might be time to explore other hobbies. I hear knitting's quite relaxing. Before the glue up, do yourself a favor and sand every part first. Future you will be incredibly grateful when you're not trying to sand awkward corners with the enthusiasm of a dentist. Once that's done, grab a few clamps. They're not optional unless your goal is to build modern art instead of a trade. Clamp everything up, wipe away the squeeze out, and then leave it the hell alone. Checking the glue every 10 minutes doesn't make it dry faster. I've tested this theory extensively over the years. The glue remains completely unimpressed. The belt sander's out again. Before anyone complains, it's currently helping me erase all evidence that I can't measure properly. Let's also add a bit more rustic charm. That's YouTuber for I'm rounding the corners with a palm sander. Give it 5 minutes and it's practically ready for a suspiciously expensive Etsy listing. For those of you who thought we were done, surprise! It's getting stained as well. I know this isn't a very rare craftsman thing to do. Covering wood with stain feels a bit like buying a Ferrari and wrapping it in a carpet. But remember, the whole point of this series is to try different approaches and figure out why people are paying good money for them. Bloody hell, according to the reflection in my glasses, I've been secretly training with Viking gods. Unfortunately, mirrors continue to disagree. The tray looks good, so let's move on to project number 3. Right, I'll do what I normally do and leave you alone with some music and workshop sounds. This is my favorite version by a mile. I'm still not completely sold on the finish, but I wanted to try something different for a change. So I'll let you be the judge. Before anyone starts typing angry comments, yes, you'll need a 3D printer. The good news is that a second-hand one for about $50 is more than enough. These things aren't made from unicorn tears anymore. I hope you enjoyed today's video and that it brightened your day or sparked a few new ideas. If it did, I really appreciate the like, a subscribe or a quick comment. It genuinely helps the channel grow. If you got a few more minutes, I've picked a couple more videos for you right here. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.